Well, hello everyone and welcome back to the next block of the month. This is our fourth installment and today's block is called the Buttercup block. Beautiful flower block yet again. I have all my components here and I'm just going to make the block in front of you and lay them out. It's quite a simplistic one. This goes by very quickly, so I don't feel that you will have any difficulty in making this at all. So to start with, I'm just going to lay them all out here so that you can see. So you have a smaller square, that one there. You have your center block. Now do note that you can use different colors. Again, as I always say, if you're using scraps, by all means go ahead and do that. But just make sure your background color is white, as I often say. All right, so we're going to make some half square triangles with our larger squares, and as usual we're going to do them front sides together. Now remember, there are a few methods of making half square triangles. Whatever suits you, makes you happy. I'm simply just going to draw a line and then sew down the middle as usual. Alright, so all I did was mark a line from point to point, and I did a stitch line from either side of that line, and then now I'm just going to cut them together. I did chain piece so that it's quicker. For this particular block you will be making 4, okay? This is going to be our center block, so ensure that everything is nice and neat and tidy, and try your best not to make any mistakes. I mean, as a center block, yes, it's going to be the whole center performance, and you want it just to look neat and tidy. What I am doing here, I can see that I didn't line up my squares properly when I made the initial cut, so I'm just trimming off any excess. You don't have to do this if you made that mistake, but this is just me being a little bit over the top. All right. Okay, so that's done. What I'm going to do now is just cut them in half, and I will have my half square triangles. All right, so what I did was to cut all of my sizes before I started making the block, but whatever method you'd like to use is entirely down to you. It is no right or wrong. Okay, now to get the extra seam here on the dark side, always remember to just put your white down and finger press. You could go straight to the iron if you want to at this stage, but I'm here and it's easier to do it this way, and you can press the block after. So white down, finger press or press, and that means it just makes the seam itself go back onto the dark fabric. I always say these things just so that for those of you who are new, because I don't want to assume that everybody knows. It's always best to repeat yourself. Okay, so we have 2 smaller squares. I'm going to sew those 2 together. I'm going to need this rectangle as well. If you notice me flipping, is because my fabric has little patterns on it, my background fabric, and so I like to see the pattern itself upright where I can feel it. So that's why I keep switching them over. So once you put these two together, you are then going to, as usual, finger press, and then you join these two together. Very, very beautiful, simple, quick block. Sometimes the quickest block and the simplest block makes most impact. All right, so that's literally all the piece in there to make the block. That's it. Just going to take off these threads. Done. All right, so let's align these now so that you know what you need to do. So we're going to start off with literally removing our half square, sorry, our little nips here, our dog ears. Just you don't have to take them off at this point, but I like to. Alright guys, so let's put the block together. So we're going to start with this particular one, and we want this one facing inward, okay? We are going to then add the red towards there, this red towards there. Our center block goes right there, so you can see the flower already taking shape. Once you've done that, you're then going to add your background square there, background square in this corner, and background square in this corner. Our final two blocks goes in like so. Ideally, these colors here should be a bit more greener to represent the color of the green flower, but this is all I had. This is my fat quarter bundle, but it's fine. I'm not fussed about that. It's a different shade of green. All right. The most important thing is that all of them should be the same. The only thing I have changed in mine is my little flower bud here. All right. That's the only thing I have changed. But this is what the block should look like. Once you are happy with it, we are then going to sew this together as we would a 9 patch. Do you notice that all the blocks so far has been stitched together quite easily with a 9 patch? All right, so that's what we're going to do now. So all I'm going to do is pick up and turn, and I'm going to chain piece. Okay, let me just make this clear that you don't have to trim down your half square triangles once you've actually made them. It fits the size then. So I'm going to chain pieces and then add these on. All right, so that is what we should have now. Okay, so it's beginning to take shape and it looks like a flower. So that's the most important thing. Just double check that it's correct so that you don't make a mistake. All right, but I'm sure you would notice it immediately like I just did. So again, we're just gonna flip over and then finish off. Make sure you line up your seams as you go along. It does show up quite a lot on this particular block if it's incorrect. And if your seam allowances isn't correct as well, you would know. Okay, so that's one bit done. Next bit now. Add it in. I'm sure you can hear Budgie in the background. He wants to go outside. So once I'm done, I'll take him out. Alright, so let's give this a press. Make sure you press all your seams at the back nice and flat, and I will show you what the block looks like. Alright, so this is the block. So what we need to do now is just ensure that the edges are nice and straight and everything is good. This block finishes at 12, so remember our unfinished size is 12.5, and all I'm doing is just trimming off any imperfections here, like for example if any of the block the fabric is stretched or just out of shape, but it doesn't align properly. I'm just making sure it's neat and tidy. That's all I'm doing. I'm not trimming down, just straightening up the edges. Okay, so don't go trimming down the sides to anything. Only do that if necessary, but to be honest it really isn't, because all of those slight imperfections where the fabric has come out, it's just going to be eaten up into the seam allowance anyway. All right, so this is what it looks like. So this is your buttercup block. Oh, I did realize Jackson was outside. I thought he was in here with me. All right, so let me show you what the center block is going to look like. I've already sewn the other 3. So remember we're doing 4 of this. So this is what it will look like once we do the quilt. And the last one goes in there. So that is it. That's what I said. It was a simple block but makes a really beautiful impact. Looks lovely. All right, so 4 blocks, for this one. Notice I have yellow birds and pink. You could add different colors if you want to. I actually wish I'd actually did one different color each. It did jump into my mind, but I thought, nah, I'll just do two. But I wish I'd done that now, okay? All right, so that's it for now. What I could say though, I will think about it. We could make a different pattern in the middle here. I'll think about it and see what I thought. But we could do a snowball here and then give it another square like we have here. So if we do a snowball of each of the background here, we'll have another pattern in the middle. Let me know what you think about the idea, if you'd like us to excuse me, just make that minor change to the pattern, or we could leave it plain. So I'll repeat myself. In the description box, let me know if you'd like us to, I think it's about 60 something of us actually doing this. So if you think that we should add a snowball, so we can add a snowball of the same colors following the block. So for example, I have yellow here, I could do yellow there, and yellow on this side, and pink, or we can do different colors. But majorly, do you think we should snowball the middle or leave it plain? All right, and then that way, when we go to build the block, I would just show you how to do it, or to build the top itself. I'll show you how to do it. But yeah, it's an idea, but we can leave it as is. But I think it would be nice to have something else in the middle. At the time, I didn't think about that, but I'm looking at it now. In reality, I think a nice addition would be good. But let me know what you think down below. I mean, we're a team, and so we make team decisions together. All right, guys. So I'm going to leave it there. And I hope you're well. And any problems, if you haven't received yours pattern, please let me know, and I will send off some of yours. You guys email sometimes bounce back, but do check your spam. Okay, all right, so that's it for now. Do like and subscribe for more, and I will definitely see you in the next video, guys. Happy quilting.